All right, so all we are missing on our painting is, yep, our dog. So it's time to draw our dog and then paint him. So now is the really fun part. All right, so far we've been practicing how to draw dogs and it's been smaller, right? But if you are using bigger paper, are you going to have to make your dog larger? Yep, you are. So this dog would look too tiny for the background. He would look miniature. So we want to fill the space with our dog drawing first so that he is the subject of our painting. And we want him to be bigger. Okay, so what do we need? We need our background. So I'm using a different background right now, but this is dry. I've given it about 2 hours to dry. I have an eraser and pencil, and then when we get to the painting part, I have a smaller brush. Remember when we use these big ones? This would be too big for the dog. You want a smaller brush. Also, look how the brush is round. It's not a square or flat brush. It's a round brush. That would be perfect for what we're doing today. So if you have a round brush, grab one of those. I also have water for cleaning my brush, and I have brown paint because I'm going to make my dog brown. So I would not recommend painting your dog white because you might see the colors come through. If you want to make your dog black, then you can do that. But I like brown because it's a good medium tone and it goes over my painted color background. All right, so here's where we're going to use that practice of using shapes and turning it into a drawing. So we used circles and we use lines to draw our dog. So now let's do it again. Do I draw this small or larger? Yep, we draw larger. All right, 2 circles for the chest and the hind legs or the back of his body. All right, what I want to do is draw a circle that overlaps my 2 colors. I'm also trying to draw lightly. I don't want to bear down and draw really, really hard because if I make a mistake, it will be easier to erase a light line versus a dark line, right? All right, so draw light. Overlap that first circle between the 2 colors so it looks like he's not floating on the wall. All right, front of his body. Let's draw the next one a little bit up. Remember, we draw it a little bit up because he is running. He's not walking, he's running, so his body's kind of leaning diagonally. 2 circles. All right, this does not look like a dog, but we're going to turn it into a dog by adding outlines in a moment. We only need 1 more circle for the head. All right, notice, are there gaps in between my circles? Yep, there's gaps because we are going to connect them with lines. All right, we need the lines for the legs. Remember, these hind legs kind of bend out and down. All right, out and down. Is this his leg? No, but this is going to help me know where to draw the leg. So out and down. All right, what about the front? They go down, out, and a little bit down for the paw, right? Down, out, down. All right, and the tail. He's having fun, so we want that tail to go up like that. 1 little curved line. Okay, let's start connecting our dog. All right, in the middle of the 2 circles, it kind of dips. Don't make it go straight across with a straight line. Make your line dip in between and come back around. Look, this is where his behind is. It should go right around like this. All right, here we are at his tail. His tail curls up. We want him to look fluffy, so let's add some zigzag lines on this side. So line, zigzag, and bring it back. And we have a tail, okay? Bring your line around. All right, here we are at the hind legs. They don't go straight out, they're layered, so they need to have a line that goes out and down. Look how I'm drawing a line next to that first line that I drew. I'm almost like creating clothes for that line. I'm putting a line around it. Okay, right here, I want the hind leg to be curved. Notice I'm overlapping that line. It's good to overlap. Curve right here. This is kind of his thigh. Then I'm bringing it down. And right here where his paw is, I know it's a little bit hard to see, but where his paw is, make it kind of curve around. Draw some little bumps for his paw. And now let's bring it up. All right, this line should go here like that. Okay, here's the other paw. It's kind of overlapping, bump, bump, bump. I know it's a little hard to see on that purple. There we are. Okay, line here. Done the tail and the back legs. That's the hard part. All right, now we're gonna bring it a line here, dip it in, make sure it's not straight. Don't make a straight line. Make sure it kind of curves. All right, we're bringing it around. Okay, you can even add some zigzag lines for fur down here. Do you see that? Cool. All right. His front legs are kind of bent, so let's bring them like this. All right, when we get to the paws, we make it curved on this side with bump, bump, bump. Okay, bring the top of the paw up like this. I'm even gonna make some texture right here for his front paw, right? He's angling down. Okay, this next paw is going to be a little bit hidden by the front paw. Curved around, bump, bump, and up. All right, look, I'm near the neck. I'm going to connect the neck right here. Okay, come to the top of his head, connect a line right there. Look how it's curved. Is it straight? Nope, it's not straight. It needs to be curved. All right, top of the head. Okay, this dog has a long nose. It's not short. So start your pencil right here and bring it out. Curve. See? Out, curve. Not too short, not too long. Okay, he has an open mouth. Bring a curve, bring this right here. Curve here. All right, we're gonna stop our line right here to draw a tongue that is sticking out. When you draw the tongue, it's almost like the letter U, right? Like the letter U, except we're gonna draw a little bit on its side. So that it looks like a tongue, we're gonna draw a line in between. Okay, bring it right here, and let's draw a curved line here. Okay. All right, what about the ears? He's missing some ears. These are gonna be flapping behind him. They almost look like wings. So put your pencil at the top of the head, draw a curved line like here, and just like the tail, how we did zigzag, 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 let's do a couple zigzags here. All right. Bring another curve, zigzag, 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 and we are back. Okay, I'm not going to draw the eye or other details because we're going to paint it right in. So now you can see I have my dog. Okay, if you're looking at this and you're like, oh, Miss Wright, I'm not sure if I'm ready, just go back to your white paper, practice some more, watch a video on how to draw the dog, and you will be ready. Okay. The main thing is that you just draw your circles bigger from the beginning, and then your dog will be big enough. All right, let's start painting. Okay, so I have my paint, and you can even add a little bit of water if you need it to get it woken up, and I have my small round brush, okay? And here is the really fun part. My goal is first to make outlines around my lines, or inside my lines, really, so that I don't go into the background. I don't want to be done and just have this big brown blob. I want to stay inside my lines so that I can actually see my dog, all right? So what I'm doing is I'm kind of moving my brush around. All right, when I need to do something that's small, instead of making my brush sleeping or horizontal, I bring it on his tippy toes. Look, my brush is vertical. Can you tell? It's vertical, not horizontal. The tail is small. Let's paint vertically. All right, here is one of the really fun tricks when we're painting fur. We're going to whisk our brush to add that texture. I'm whisking it away. Instead of bringing it to a point and then picking it up, I'm whisking it. See the difference of these two lines? All right, paint and whisk. It's almost like you're flicking your wrist. Let's see it again. Whisk. And there we are. Oh, I like his tail. It's super cute. All right, I'm painting inside right here. Even though there's a line right here for my legs, I'm actually going to paint over it because we'll make those lines again later. So look, I'm going to paint inside my lines. Notice how I'm dipping to get more paint, then pulling my brush, making it vertical, not sleeping. Vertical helps you have more control. Not sleeping with it is like when you have your brush like this. Vertical or tippy toes is when you have it on its point. All right, pull the paint down. Don't worry if you make a mistake. Painting inside lines is not easy. So everyone's learning together. All right, here I have my line. Paint right next to it. So when I'm painting next to it, I put my brush on the line and then I pull it away. Bump, bump, bump. Here's my line. Put my paintbrush on my line and pull it or slide it across. All right, I'm going to finish painting that in a second. I want to come over to the head. All right, here's my line. Pull it. All right, I'm getting into the ears. Those are kind of small, so make my paintbrush vertical on its tippy toes. All right, whisk, whisk, whisk. I think it's the most fun part. Whisk, whisk. All right, furry, fuzzy dog. Pull it. I'm going to paint right over my tongue right here because we'll cover that up later. All right, when I get inside and I've already done my outside, or I've already done my outlines, I can just kind of paint it easier. I don't have to be so careful about getting outside my lines once I get to the inside part, right? All right, let's paint this outline, pull it down, being careful not to go into the background. Really try to stay on those lines. And you can see we're going right over our pencil lines. So don't even worry about erasing the circles that you first drew. All right, pull it away. Bump, bump, bump. If you notice that your paint is too dry, you can always dip your paintbrush in water and it flows a little bit better. That will help you. Okay, look, I'm almost to where I can just paint the whole inside. Underneath his belly, I have some fur, so I'm going to use that whisking technique that we've been learning. Pull my brush, lift up my wrist. Lift, lift. All right. Okay, look, all I have to do is paint inside. I'm going to bring it in the same direction. I've gotten some little splatters over here, but I'm not worried about that because it kind of adds some texture to my painting. Never scrub my brush, always pull it. Again, I would not recommend making your dog white. I would recommend doing brown or black. And here we have it. Have I painted everything? It looks like I have. What I'm going to do is clean my brush and my water, ballerina twirl, meaning I just swirl it around, making sure there's no paint paint in my brush. Take my rag, pull it, and that's good to go. Never leave a brush inside the water with the tip down. It's going to give it a bad hair day. All right? Then I'm going to put this again in a safe place, just like I did with my background, and I'm going to let it dry. This will dry a little bit faster since it's just a little bit of paint. And what we'll do later is we will learn how to add the eye, the nose, the collar, and the tongue. All right? Good luck, guys.